If you're after a delicious brunch experience at home, have I got the toastie for you. We're using the best of winter and spring produce to make one delicious dish. I'm going to start by sauteing these leeks in a medium heat pan. Why we saute our veggies separately for this toastie is to keep them nice and crunchy and caramelized. So we just give them a light stir around, wanting to really caramelize those leeks and soften them up. So once the leeks are nice and soft, we'll take them out of the pan and continue sauteing the rest of the veggies. I put a little more oil in the pan ready to saute the asparagus. Now what we're after is a little sizzle. We don't want these burnt to a crisp, but we still want them to be nice and crunchy. This will probably take 2 minutes. And lastly, in go the mushrooms. Just add a few sprigs of thyme and a pinch of salt to bring out all that extra flavour in the mushrooms. Now all the veggies are done, I'm just going to separate them out to allow them to cool slightly before we assemble this toastie. I've already buttered the outside of these pieces of bread ready for toastie assembly. We'll start with some mushrooms. These are cool enough to handle now. Followed by our leek. A little bit of asparagus. And to top it off, some delicious cheese. Here I've got some Gouda and a taleggio, which is an Italian washed rind. It's kind of like a stinky brie. This is going to go nice and gooey. Finish with a sprinkle of pepper. Now these are ready to go into the pan to toast. It's a great sizzle. Now to squash these down so the cheese is all oozy and melts out the sides, I'm using one of these fancy fish weights. Now if you don't have one of these, that's fine. You can make do with a plate and a heavy pot on top to squash it down. Once these are golden brown on both sides, they'll be ready to serve. Pop this back on, and now we wait. These are looking beautiful and golden. Now to serve them up, I like to do a bit of a rustic style. We slice them on an angle, like so. And I've got a really nice wooden board, and we'll just pot them alongside with some leafy greens and pickles.